So we are here at Amoeba Music Berkeley with the man who knows it all when it comes to hip hop.
Billy Jam.
Elit.
Oh, okay. Elit. That works too.
So a lot of new releases always this time of the year coming out in November.
Yeah, unfortunately the Childish Gambino was slightly delayed. We've been getting calls off the hook and people asking for it off the hook about that. We should have that in tomorrow. We do have the new Drake album, which is also very popular these days.
Right.
Take Care. You know, very mainstream media oriented artist and definitely knows how to market himself well. Super popular. Got like Nicki Minaj on it and some other folks. His last one did extremely well. This one doesn't seem to be doing any worse. So
yeah.
should be a good deal. And Webby also has a new album.
Tell us a little bit about Webby.
Well, he's an affiliate of Lil Boosie. You know Lil Boosie, who actually was like, I feel like it was last year that his DVD came out, the Ghetto Stories one, and it just did surprisingly like really good numbers.
Yeah.
And his last album with the Lil Boosian family also did good numbers based on that Ghetto Stories DVD. I mean, it was just like, it's kind of took off after that. So I figured that you can see if some people want Webby stuff too. Very, you know, like gangsterish type of Bay Area stuff. Pretty cool. Locksmith has a new album. I don't know if you heard of this guy, but basically it's the latest Ski Beats project. Okay. So it's on that Ski Beats label, and you know he was on that last Murs album and stuff like that. Usually, there's always people who want to pick up some of Ski Beats stuff that come in, and you know I usually think that he's a solid producer. That's kind of a nice thing to carry. Let's see, we got the self-titled and Buckwild 1990 More. 1990 Now was their full length from last year. It did super well.
It doesn't seem like that long ago when that one came out.
Yeah, I know. It doesn't seem that long ago.
I think the frequency with albums dropping is getting greater and greater,
yeah,
right?
well, moreover, this isn't like a whole new full length. It's just kind of like stuff that didn't make the album that they're putting out. But you also get the instrumentals, which is super nice. It's like a double disc, and you know, these are like Buckwild instrumentals from the 90s that he never put out, basically, that he found in his crates.
So definitely one for producers and
yeah,
fans.
definitely for like people who, or even like rappers who want to put songs on their mixtapes or instrumentals. I would say that it's like a super good thing to use. This is a new Young Jeezy album. He's always a popular cat in the whole coke rap phenom.
Right.
I was not aware that he had a group called USDA, but yeah, it's just like, it's Young Jeezy and a couple of his buddies, Slick Pulla 211 and Boo Rossini, and looks like it'll be cool, the after party.
And it's a popular one here?
Yeah, I mean, we just got it in today. I'm not sure how it's going to move. We just got in like a few of them, see how it does.
And see, this one gets your pick.
Yes, this is my pick. Flashbang Granada, as they call themselves. Latest project from Bus Driver and No Can Do out of LA. As you know, I'm a huge LA hip-hop fan. This is the very latest. Really funny album. It's very, like, I was laughing half the time listening to that album. It's kind of like taking the swag rap thing or like club rap that, you know, actually a lot of these albums here represent, and just sort of turning it upside down on its head and just coming with really bizarre sort of styles and concepts. I mean, they talk about teleportation on there. They talk about doing the Bernie, which is like Weekend at Bernie's, but dancing like an old dead white man, like doing all this.
And wasn't this album supposed to drop a long time ago? Like, wasn't it months ago it was supposed to be out?
Yeah, well, it was out digitally for a while.
Okay.
And then they finally pressed it up on CD via Grim Image / that. And yeah, doing good over here, actually. Plus, I don't know if I mentioned, but the people producing that album are like kind of the cream of the crop of Low End Theory these days. Like, they have Free the Robots produces some of it, Mexicans with Guns, No Such Thing, DiBiase. It's kind of like all those dudes in that like electronic scene. It's also got Dell and Open Mike Eagle on it, so it's really dope. I listened to that one a lot. It actually grew on me a lot the more I listened to it. And I think it's Bus Driver's best thing in a while, actually, so that's cool. Also wanted to mention, since I blanked on mentioning it before, this Hired Hand album is really interesting.
Who is this?
It's basically the Skywriter band, who is known for their kind of weird psychedelic hip-hop production. They produce for Soul and for some other people. Most recently, that recent Soul album, Hello Cruel World, which is excellent, they produced for. But this is their kind of their take on a Western country album, sort of. It's with a folk singer named Jim Worster, who's kind of like an old school folk singer, and it just has a really like sort of dark Western vibe to it with singing. It's pretty traditional Western music actually, but I don't know if I'd call it country. It's more like dark Western folk or something. Like
Okay.
kind of like almost like an Ennio Morricone vibe.
But
you know,
still loosely under the hip hop umbrella.
yeah, loosely under the hip hop umbrella, just because the Skyrunner band produced it, pretty much. That's
Okay.
And it's on Fake 4, who are always known for kind of stretching the hip hop envelope as far as it'll go. You know,
Right,
to
right.
expand into different genres and stuff like that. Betty Wright and the Roots
Yeah,
put out a
I
new
saw
album
this.
too.
I was tripping. I'm
Very,
like, okay, that's
very
the
popular.
Betty Wright and
right, it's the Betty
Roots.
Wright and the Roots.
And
Nice.
I haven't heard anything
Nice
from that. How is
combo.
it?
I only heard one song from it, which was the track with Lil Wayne actually, and surprisingly I was feeling it quite a bit.
Lil Wayne is on it too.
Yeah, Lil Wayne's on it, Snoop Dogg is on it, Joss Stone is on it. It's got a interesting lineup of modern MCs considering
Yeah.
the old school nature of the
Yeah.
singer involved.
You gotta love the Roots.
Yeah, the Roots are cool. You know, their new album comes out in like 2 weeks too.
Yeah.
They're just like plugging out album after album these days.
I one time saw them do an in-store at Amoeba Hollywood, and it was amazing. It was amazing. And I think now they'll be around forever. I think
yeah,
40,
at this
40
point,
years
man,
from now they'll still be.
at least they'll be playing on like
Right.
Jimmy Fallon or
Exactly.
something forever. You know.
So anything else?
Yeah, quickly touch upon the records here. Just wanted to point out one really new one, the MED album,
Not
classic.
one, not two, but three.
Deluxe triple LP
Wow,
version
wow.
with the instrumentals, which are very appealing
Yes.
because this is produced by Madlib, Ono, Alchemist, Kareem Riggins, and Georgia Ann Muldrow, and that's really good beats.
Right.
So,
And I see you also got the vinyl, 2 LPs of the new Shadow.
but yeah, the new GJ Shadows.
How
got
is
a
Shadow
double
doing
LP.
here?
Really well.
Yeah.
He does do very well over here. Yeah, for sure.
People are liking it.
You see this Union?
I have not seen that. Is that,
45?
is that like a guitar
It's like
pick?
a guitar
Okay,
pick. Yeah,
okay.
that's cool. I was wondering if it was like a triangle. It looks like a giant guitar pick.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is kind of a limited edition thing that features Talib Kweli and Sly Johnson on a track.
Yeah.
And it's also got a Damu the Fudge Monk and Flacco remix, which
Nice.
is pretty interesting. These guys are like producers from Europe, I believe, that Fat
Yeah.
Beats has gotten behind.
File under
Starting
10
to
inch,
put
although
out.
technically I guess
Yeah.
it'd be like 9.5 inch.
Yeah, sort of.
Quick question, speaking of Shadow, how is the Latif one doing?
Oh yeah, the Latif one's doing really good too.
Yeah.
I think we covered that one last week,
Yeah,
right? But yeah,
it's doing well here.
There are people here who are a really big fan of that one.
Okay.
I haven't actually listened to it yet myself, but it's pretty cool. I'm glad that he still has a fan base out here, you know, like still doing things. I know that Latyrix has a show later this month in San Francisco at the Independent. Might head out to it, I don't know yet.
Okay.
I've seen Latyrix so many times that it's kind of like, at this point, well, maybe, you know.
Okay. Well, maybe I'll see you there. Okay, man. Thank you so much, Elid, at Amoeba Music
Yeah,
Berkeley.
thanks, Billy.